Hey guys, welcome to the WYK channel. This is episode 8. Before we move on to anything, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're definitely liking what it is you've been seeing so far. I'm appreciating the growth, I'm appreciating the views, and guys, it's motivating me to continue to create bigger and better videos. Please though, before we start to get into anything else, don't mind what's going on back here. I've been adding some shelving. I'm getting a lot of my sneakers up off of the floor because unfortunately I was losing a lot of floor space in here. So within the next video or two, this should be cleared up and we should have a update to my background. In any case, as you know, I always like to feature a pair of sneakers from my collection. So let's get into that first, and then we'll go into some sneaker news. All right, so one of the segments I love here on my Wear Kicks channel is when I feature a pair from the collection. These are the Jordan 1 Mid Black Craft Inside Outs, as they're also known as. I thought these were a nice pair. I love the sail midsole, the different colors that make up the sneaker, and yeah. All right, so moving into the sneaker news. Now, we all know this past weekend was All-Star weekend for the NBA out in Utah. There were a few different kicks that dropped, most notably the Ja Morants, the ones with the Swarovski crystal. They dropped this weekend. LeBron had a sneaker drop this weekend as well. And the game actually turned out to be a historic one with Jason Tatum dropping 55 points in the game and being labeled the MVP of the All-Star game. Unfortunately, LeBron and Giannis, the two captains of each team, they were not able to finish the game. Both of them went out with hand injuries. Uh, Most notably, though, LeBron, part of the plan was to rest him anyhow because of the load management and then the push to make it to the playoffs. So, hey, it is what it is. In any case, moving on from that, we've got a bunch of releases to get into, and then I got some serious updates when it comes to these A Ma Manière 12. All right, so the first pair we're going to talk about are SB Dunk Adobes. Now, these things are dropping on February 22nd. Price point on those is $110. It's a pass for me, but I thought I'd put it out there because I know the community definitely loves their dunks. Also, we have a collaboration going on it's actually been going on for a little bit now with Billie Eilish and Nike. And there's going to be some clothing that drops from Billie Eilish. It's mainly for women, guys. So unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to get into these clothes, not unless you're able to, fit some of the women's sizing. And also, there's a pair of slides dropping, which to me, they look like coffins for your feet. I mean, with the way the boxy design of them, it's a pass for me. I'm not going after these, but I thought it's something I should mention. Now, February 24th, we got a few different sneakers dropping, most notably the A Ma Manière 12, the burgundy and black pair, but more on that a little bit later. We got the SB Dunk Low Wolf Gray. Those are retailing at $110. And also the SB Bruin Highs, they're retailing for 90 bucks and they're dropping the same day. Both of these, again, sport the Wolf Gray colors. They're a pass for me. I'm not going after these sneakers, but it's definitely something I thought I should put out there because they do look pretty cool. They do look nice, but they're a pass for me. I'm not really that big of an SB guy, but hey, if you guys are, good luck in trying to cop. Now, on February 25th, we got a couple sneakers dropping. Most notably, the Jordan 6 Cool Grays. They're coming out on the 25th. They have the Carmine color blocking. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go after this pair. I like them. I don't know if I love them, but it's probably going to be a pass for me. Also, on the 25th, there's a huge collaboration coming out with Dornbecker and Nike. Now, you know anything about the Dornbeckers Children's Hospital? It is part of the Oregon Science and Health Oregon Health and Science University, which is a teaching children's hospital in Oregon. And Nike has actually done collaborations with them over the past 18 years. And I just want to read you some of this here. For 18 years, Nike has partnered with the Children's Hospital, Oregon Health Science University, Dornbecker, to allow children fighting for their health the opportunity to design their own colorway of a Nike silhouette. This first started in 2003. Nike realized that hype could heal after its historic eBay collaboration began working on its collection. Soon after, though, a collection wouldn't become available for retail until 2007. This year's collection is an incredible set designed by a wonderful group of kids and includes an Air Jordan 1 Low, a Foamposite 1 actually, and a Nike Air Max 90. Now, I will put some of the shoes here as to what it is they're going to be dropping. I thought it was a really cool idea, and not only that, some of the proceeds, actually 100% of the proceeds, will end up going to the Dornbacher Hospital. So I thought that was a really cool concept that Nike's been doing. I didn't realize that that's what that was from, but hey man, I mean, it's a great cause. So if you're interested in any of these kicks, I hope you cop and know that your money is going to a good cause. All right, so let's get into these A Ma Manière 12s that are coming out this week, which is basically the hype sneaker for the week. So A Ma Manière themselves, they actually put out some updated information that the white pair, the white and burgundy pair, is going to release on a different day than the black and burgundy pair. So the black and burgundy pair, which retails at $225, that is still dropping on February 24th. So if you're wanting that shoe, make sure you get in there, put your raffles in. It's going to be a tough cop. Now, they're not as liked as the white pair is from what I've been hearing, but they're still going to sell out. They're still going to sell out. So if you're interested in that shoe, get in your raffles. You will have an opportunity to cop them on A Ma Maniere's site on February 24th once they do drop. But I'm telling you guys now, with the capture page and all that kind of stuff and bots and whatever, you know it's going to be a tough cop. Now, the white and burgundy pair is actually now being moved to drop March 2nd. That is March 2nd. So the black and burgundy pair is dropping February 24th. The white and burgundy pair is dropping March 2nd. So you have some extra time to go ahead and try and cop those shoes. I think those are going to be a much tougher cop. The retail price point on those is still $225. So guys, if you're interested in that shoe, I'm telling you now, make sure you put in your raffles, make sure you do some footwork, because they are, I believe, dropping at a very few actually tier 0 sites. But A Ma Manière themselves are having in-store raffles for these sneakers. So if you're able to get to an A Ma Manière location and put in for the raffle, just make sure you're able to actually pick up the sneaker from that store once you put in your bid. So don't go fly in out of state and put your raffle in and then think that they're going to send them to you, because they're not. The last thing I want to talk about today is Adidas is actually back in the news because they are apparently thinking about mending their relationship with Kanye West. Now, we all know the issues Kanye West has had here in the past with his anti-Semitic remarks, and a lot of companies dropping him because of the things that he's been saying. But Kanye has been relatively quiet. He's kind of faded to the back, as he should have, with all the negative attention that was being brought on him. Now, regardless of how you feel about Kanye West, you have to admit that he had a huge impact on the sneaker culture, on the sneaker community itself with the Yeezy collection. And unfortunately for Adidas, even with what happened, you would think maybe there would be more support for Adidas being a company that, removed him. But unfortunately, it's actually had a negative effect for Adidas, especially when it comes to the Yeezy collection, because I believe the Yeezy collection itself accounted for over $1 billion in sales. And that's what Adidas is unfortunately facing right now, is $1 billion in losses because they aren't able to move off these sneakers. And they've done their research to see if people would even still be interested in buying the shoes if they removed some of the Yeezy branding off of the shoes. And unfortunately, the information that came back was a big no. So, this is why now they're thinking to themselves, okay, well, if we do go back and bring Kanye back in. How are we gonna do this? You know, I'm sure they're gonna make it so Kanye has to put out a public statement of some kind of apology in order for this to work. Because I really feel as though if Kanye does go back to Adidas, you know, everyone's going to look at it as basically a huge money grab, which it will be at the end of the day. No matter what it is they say, it is about money. You know, these companies are trying to make their money. But, you know, unfortunately, they've been put into a bind. They've been put into a bind. But I can see Kanye actually getting more out of this deal than he did in the previous deal, especially now with them having to bring him back, because he ultimately knows they need him in order to be able to compete with the brands like Nike. And you know, New Balance has basically been nipping at the heels in the sneaker community and really trying to, you know, build their brand and make their way on up. So I don't know how you feel about it. Me personally, I was never a Yeezy guy in the first place, but you know, I do have an appreciation for the fact that people were into his sneakers and he was a major part of the sneaker community. Obviously, you know, there was a time when Nike and Kanye had their collaboration going on some of the previous Nike Yeezys that were out. But you know, for me, I'm still not going to buy the sneakers either way. But if you are a Yeezy lover, I mean, go ahead and tell me in the comments how you feel about Kanye possibly getting back with Adidas, or if Kanye should say no, or if Adidas should say no. But in any case, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Definitely, please remember to like and subscribe. It definitely helps out the algorithm. I appreciate every one of you who has been watching my videos, who's been subscribing to my channel. And guys, like I said before, it's motivating me to continue to bring you this content and continue to grow. So in any case, guys, remember, always be true, stay in the moment, and don't forget, wear your kicks.